Blubaugh with us. We're going to start out, Coach, with a general comment in today's game, and then we'll field questions about the players and the coach.
Okay, just a great environment up here, great atmosphere, and two really good football teams playing and battling it out. As y'all saw, it was back and forth throughout the whole game, and we were fortunate enough to make a few plays there in the second half to pull this thing out and get the victory. But hats off to a really good UMD team. Showed why they're the champions of the NSIC and everything else, but also really proud of our guys and the way they fought back through some adversity, and momentum got on that other side in a hurry, and we were standing in the shade in the cold and could have folded it up, but they kept fighting back and made some plays there in the second half. Defense played phenomenal throughout the whole game, and really pleased with our special teams. Had some big plays up there to help put it away. So all in all, really good win. Tough to win the playoffs, tough to win on the road. Found a way to do it today, and really excited.
Okay, questions?
Coach, what did you see with their punting unit that you attacked?
Well, we knew we had a chance to get back there a little bit. They'd done a good job all year, but timing-wise, we felt like we could maybe get after them a little bit, and we had affected the punts early in the game. We felt like as didn't get them blocked, but got them affected, and then we're able to get the return there before halftime, and then the big block late to put it away. So we hang our hat on our special teams year in, year out, and that's been a really strong unit for us. Our kickoff coverage unit is number 1 in the nation. UMD was number 3. And danged if they didn't return one by 40 yards to start the game. So it just shows two really solid ball clubs. But we were able to make a few of those plays there in the special teams to really help pull it out.
Talking about the momentum switch, it did switch in their favor on the interception, second one, but how about, your run back that was an unbelievable play at that time to end up with 5 seconds left and regain the lead.
Right.
That changed the mood of your dressing room at halftime.
It sure did. Defense, I think, had only given up 2 first downs the whole first half, and we knew we were playing well, but yet we were still behind, and that's I don't know what my halftime speech would have been at that point, but we had the timeouts, and so we were able to force the punt and actually went for the block and didn't get it. But when you got number 20 back there, he gets his hand on the ball. I think he averages nearly 50 yards of return on interceptions, and when he gets some space in the punt return, he can be really dangerous. And really proud of the other 10 guys that blocked above the waist. And a lot of those big returns get called back because of not smart plays, but guys played really hard and really smart on that particular play and really turned that momentum, changed the halftime demeanor, and then we came back out and put 30 more good minutes together.
Dominique, can you walk us through that punt return?
I just felt like, the punter got a good hold of the ball, hung in the air for longer than average time, and went back. First thing I thought about was fielding the ball, and then once I fielded the ball, I looked up and I seen he had a little bit of space, and there was a little hole. Tried to jump through that real quick, and then I seen a lot of blockers in front of me. I felt very confident with what I was doing from then on. So.
Garrett,
how many hands were put on you in that run?
I have no idea. No idea.
Had to be 8 or 9, wasn't it?
Not enough, apparently. Huh?
Didn't it seem those? Everybody had a shot at you. You just kept. It had to be fun. It was like Sandlot.
I feel like everybody that put a hand on me, had somebody blocking them.
Yep.
I feel like I made one man miss, but other than that, the 10 other guys were there having my back, and they led me into the end zone. So.
Garrett, what was clicking for you guys defensively today? You held an offense that averages a lot of yards.
Yeah, we just trusted our defensive coordinator. He had a great scheme, and we knew they were going to be tough. And we just came out and just executed. Each guy did one of their 11, and that's all we did.
Was your guys' preparation any different, knowing that you guys were going to the nice warm weather from Texas up here to the tundra?
It really worked out good for us this week. We practiced on Tuesday nights, and it was about 38 degrees, and wind was blowing stiff out of the north Tuesday night. And Wednesday, I think when we took the field, it was 8 degrees cooler here than it was in, we're up there in the north part of Texas, so we get some cold weather as well. This was a little bit colder than what we experienced in Mankato and Winona last year, but, we took the proper did what we need to do beforehand to eliminate mistakes and take care of these kids and give them a chance to be successful. But, they got to be tough, and it worked out over there at Superior High School yesterday morning, about 9 a.m., and nearly every one of these guys run around with their shirt off, and I wasn't about to take mine off, but I said, hey, I think we either a bunch of idiots or we got a good chance to win tomorrow, because they were just embracing the cold and having fun, because it was cold, but it's cold for both teams, and that's what's fun to play up here, and really proud of the guys for playing tough.
So you practiced yesterday morning at Spartan, the
Yes, sir.
complex over there?
Yep. And I was feeling sorry for us a little bit, and I looked over and saw their band in T-shirts marching and playing. I was like, if a band director did that in Texas, he'd be fired before the day was over. You folks up here are crazy. So, we practiced over there and was running around having fun with it, just embracing it. That's all it is your approach to the game. And these guys had the right approach, and it showed today.
What does that speak to your team's chemistry and confidence being able to go on the road in the playoffs last year and this year too and find success?
Well, that's one thing that we felt like, maybe UMD thought the cold would be their advantage. We knew the experience would be ours. And it's a great program up here in the Storied program. They hadn't had a lot of playoff experience, in terms of last year. So a lot of the guys on the team might have been new to them. So I felt like that was a pretty good equalizer. And just as a staff, we just try to eliminate excuses. And the way we travel, it's a hats off to our administration. We fly up on Thursdays where we're, our bus broke down 150 yards after we left the airport on Thursday, and we were on the side of the road for 2 hours. And if that happens on a Friday, we lose our practice and it's helter-skelter. But, the commitment that our administration makes, our AD and our president, to giving our kids a chance, a best-in-class experience and a chance to be successful, I think shows in our playoff success, especially on the road.
You guys get another crack at Tarleton this next week. One of your only losses this year. What are the thoughts going in that game?
Oh, I'd be glad to be back in Texas. No offense to anybody from Minnesota, but we love Texas and warm back up. But, we're going to enjoy this one on the flight back, and we'll turn our attention to Tarleton tomorrow, obviously. But they are a very talented ball club. We weren't real pleased with the way we played in that fourth quarter against them earlier this season. So it'll be a great LSC matchup. And I think this was a good win. I think Tarleton made a huge statement today, 58-0. To the strength of the Lone Star Conference. And so really proud to have a LSC, is it a quarterfinal? I don't know what you call the next round, but we're excited to get back to Texas and hopefully have a good, exciting game and hopefully play well.
Have you guys ever played a game in the colder weather than this? Ever at any level of football?
Yeah, in Pee Wee, I was born and raised in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I definitely have some experience playing in everything. I mean, cold, mud, anything you think of. So
this was nothing.
nah, it was.
I have not, and so I think
Grand Valley was chilly. It was in the 30s, but it wasn't in the. It's teens today, wasn't it?
But coach did
Yeah, it was like 19, I think.
yeah, like
Probably
coach
wind
did
chill
this
of
week.
10 or something.
I saw some people sunbathing on the way to the field, so I knew it was probably in the 20s.
Coach, you were real high on UMD's defense coming in, but what kind of statement did your defense make here?
Well, they can play with anybody, and UMD's got a good offense and a good defense. They're a good team and well coached, but our guys are getting stronger as the year goes on. Got a new defense coordinator, didn't get to go through spring ball, and our defensive staff, they put in some hours and get these guys prepared, and I think it's really starting to show up. But we were pleased with our outcome today, but there was no slouch on that other side of the field. Their offense and defense. I tell you what, those guys, and we nearly didn't even board the plane after reading all that their defense had done this year. Those guys have put up some stats. So, really good team, well coached.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, Dominique and Garrett. Colby, good luck next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you all.